show?
Well, it is like the motivating factor for everything, you know? I mean, it's the reason he retired, but then it also now becomes the reason that he's unretired, you know? So it's everything that's filtered through that, which is exciting because it's real, you know? I'm a father of two, and everything that I do is filtered through that. The decisions, you know, the decision to, like, we're shooting in Atlanta, and so we're like, my whole family's packing up and moving to Atlanta, and it's like because that's family's important.
Yeah. How did you feel the first time you saw yourself in the Black Knight?
I kind of screamed. I mean, I screamed out loud. And I couldn't get out of the mirror. But at the same time, I was ready to fight. I'm like, let's go. I wanted to tear down a door. I wanted to go through a wall. It was like, it's exciting. It's so exciting.
Tell us a little bit about how you landed this role. What was the casting, audition, all of it?
Yeah, you know, it was interesting because, I mean, I had heard about it like months before the audition, but I didn't know anything other than I knew they were doing it. Originally, they were doing it at Fox, and all I kept saying, like, was like, I want my shot, I want a chance, I just want a chance. And then I heard they were moving it to CW, and I was like, make sure you I didn't want anybody to lose sight of this, because like, I want a chance. And all of a sudden the audition came, and it was interesting because the day of the audition, my daughter was in a choir concert other side of town, and so I got to the audition and I was scrambling. I was worried that I wasn't going to get out of the audition in time to go to her concert, but they moved me ahead, and even the casting director was like, we got to get you to that concert, let's go. But I was ready, I was prepared, and I had a blast. And it kind of quickly happened. I mean, like within a couple days, they're like, you're the guy, and I couldn't believe it, and I was insecure about it because I was like, no, they probably have a big star waiting in the wings to take my job, and then it became reality. Yeah.
With the
It's okay, go. I'll go.
so the Flash is very light in tone, very comedic. Arrow, is a bit darker. What kind of tone can we expect from Black Lightning?
Yeah, I think we're a bit more darker. Probably not as dark as Arrow, but you know what, maybe so, because we're rooted in like reality, real city, real problems, and so by that fact, I think it'll seem a little darker, but there's humor in it, the comics had humor, and so we're keeping that tone as well. It's almost kind of like a family drama, maybe a little bit of comedy, but we have superpowers.
Can you speak a little bit to the relationship between your character and his daughters? What's that dynamic like?
It's a father-daughter relationship that he cares about family and cares about education immensely, and so he's raised his daughters to that effect. But while he's been doing that, the world outside has been getting worse, and so he's extremely protective, extremely protective. And they're getting older, and he's kind of losing, he's losing some control. But as a father, my children aren't that age yet, but I'm extremely protective. I feel like it's just kind of a typical father-daughter relationship. Yeah.
Someone from Twitter had asked if you could cross over with any other DC show, what would be the ultimate one for you?
Any of them, I think what would be the most, I guess, interesting or makes sense is probably Arrow, because I think to a certain degree, Arrow's a lot like Batman, and in some ways, even though the Black Lightning has actual natural abilities, natural powers, he's a lot like Batman. And so, and they're both like hand-to-hand fighters. I have the luck of electricity, but they're both hand-to-hand fighters, so I feel like they would be a good team. Yeah.
How did you coordinate visual effects? You do a physical action, and they're going to add superpowers.
Yeah, well, we always have someone on set with visually, and so they make the adjustment at times. Sometimes they'll do something and like, okay, they know at set ahead of time, they're like, can you raise your arms a little bit, because that won't work with the lightning and whatnot. So we always have someone on set, and then that's one of the joys as a kid. It's like I get to we do all these things, and then I see it after the fact. I'm like, whoa, that was what it looked like. That's awesome.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right.